Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 episode number 12 reaction. And this is the final episode of this season. So, the previous episode, we saw the battle between Megumi and that other guy, I forgot his name. Reggie, I think it was. Something like that, right? Yeah, we saw their battle. In the end, Megumi was able to win. And, he kind of, before he passed away, he transferred all the points to Megumi, and so that was that. We had the other guy who was with him. After realizing that he's gone, he decided to just leave, and yeah, like things stabilized over there. And then we got introduced to a few other contestants who are supposed, I think, who will be like problems or like maybe allies. I don't know, it could be anything. They could be enemies, they could be allies, but we saw them. I'm guessing they're probably going to be enemies. Also, Angel, I think that was the name, right? We also saw her as well. When Megumi fell down, she like ascended from the sky. So, that's another thing that happened. And yeah, so let's see what happens. Oh, and Yuta defeated one of the other dudes. Like, yeah, so that's another thing that happened. Either way, let's see how this concludes. Let's get started. I will be putting the timer over here. Sync the timer to the original video and watch it alongside my reaction. And yeah, let us begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. That's why he took him out. Okay, I mean, right. Yeah, so a lot of points. Damn. Okay. Uh, right. Whoa, what the hell? What the? Damn. Oh, it's a cockroach guy. Right. Cockroaches are supposed to be extremely tough, I think like there was like some sort of study where like they even survive like nuclear blasts. So it's crazy. No, that's a cockroach. Right. The way he's just standing there, like, yo, look at that. Bruh. Pestering life so. Wait, is that a cleaver? What? Bruh. A cleaver wielding cockroach? Right. Oh my god. Hmm. Bruh. Yeah. Okay, that's why. Damn, why in the... Right. Oh, damn. Oh, eh. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. Oh no, it did. It kind of worked. Oh, hey. Oh my god. Right. After all of that. Whoa. Oh, damn. Okay, so she. I think they kind of mentioned it in the previous episode. So she can do something with the sky. Wait, what the. Bro. I was like, wait, how can. When did Yuta learn how to do that? Right. Sky as a surface. Yeah. Hmm. I guess. Points to for anything that happened. Until recently. Bruh. Damn! Wait. Wait. Yeah, using a pump. What the hell? Alright. Hmm. Yeah. Like a whole three-way battle. Damn, some long range like beams he's shooting with his hair. What the hell? Freaking homing missiles? Oh, yeah! Right. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Vague hunger. You know what? I understand what he's saying. You know what he's trying to say. He's like, I was content, but I wasn't at the same time. Ah. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Damn. Oh god, this beam that he's shooting through his hair is crazy. Oh. Ugh. Oh. What the hell? Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Bruh. Oi, this is. She just. He's just walking back. Yeah, he concentrated it. That's why it went even harder. Oh, he opened it so it became. That is crazy. You can. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, he's reloading. Unfortunately, your reload time is a bit too much. Oh no, he reloaded. Oh, oh, but he jammed his gun. He, surface of the sky. Oh my god. Yeah. She used the sky to. She got hurt. That is crazy. She used the sky as a blanket, kind of. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Oh my god. Right. The stockpile of cursed energy and the externalize of your curse's technique. Yeah, okay, I kind of forgot about that a little bit. I see. Damn. 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Ah, it's right. Ha! Oh my god. Oh, he dodged it. Right. But oh, oh he. That. Oh. Oh. Okay. He's spinning it. Yeah. Yeah, because he's spinning it. Like, force. Oh. Ah, my god. That's one way to use it. And also. Huh. Well. Sun, Moon, Star Squad, the Fuji person squad of assassins. Yet that one granted in name concerning his own kind. Oh, that was a fake one. Ye- the path of his coming. Right. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Uh, uh, what the hell is he doing? Damn. Oh my god. Right. Yeah, the cockroach is. Alive. Oh god. It broke. Damn. Just jumped her. Uh. Oh god. Yeah. Damn. First energy resistance. Oh. It's completely slightly inferior. I see. He's like, yeah, I want my dessert. Yuta's like, you know what, bro? You can have it. At first he didn't. Bruh. Wait. Oh, he took. Right. Yeah. He used the sky. Hmm. Yeah. There's no conditions. Oh, yeah, true. I forgot about that. That happened. Oh, it's done. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, now it's just pure fist fight. Damn. Well, I guess. Well, at least he's getting content consuming his desserts. Yeah, wait, what? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it took that long to come back? Oh my god. Thank you for the dessert. He's full now. He's content. Okay, there you go. Wow, that was good. Right. What? Damn. Yeah, I guess. He's like, oh, that's why you kept me alive? Damn. 190 points. So 210 more he needs. Damn, a lot of things are happening. Hmm. Okay. All right. There you go. That was the end of this season. That was really good. That was actually a solid finale. Season finale. Hmm. Hmm. All right. There you go. That was today's episode. Not today's, but this came out a while ago. But yeah, that was the final episode basically. So this episode had a lot of battles. Back to back battles. Um, Battles happening at the same time as well. First it was a cockroach, then there was a girl who can manipulate the sky, then we had a Pompadour dude. In the end, yeah, Utah became victorious. And like I said, it was a solid season finale because, like it was done perfectly. As always, the battle, the direction and everything, the animation, it was really good. And these new characters had okay, so the two that we fought the most, one was Uro. I forgot her full name. They were calling her Uro, so what's her full name? Takako Uro. Yeah. uh, and then we had Ishigori, right? That's his name, Ishigori. Yeah, Ryu Ishigori. I'm just gonna call him Ryu because it's way easier to remember. um so Ryu and Uro, these two were the ones who had the majority of the part of the battle. They were there. And then we also had the cockroach, and the cockroach got defeated first, but then he came back again, and then he got defeated again. Right. Either way, yeah, it was really good. We had Uro telling, what's his name, Yuta. Yeah, Yuta, about how he is from the Fujiwara clan, and how his clan has always posed as a threat to her. And like, I'm guessing they had something to do with when she was alive. Like, probably she was saying something about how you guys always stand in front of me while I'm trying to accomplish something, or something like that, she said. So, like, past grudge. And Yuta being the descendant, she was just like, yeah, like, I'm like, I'm pissed off that you're again standing in front of me, in front of my, what I'm trying to do. You're just blocking my way again. While we had Ishigori, who was like, I just want my dessert. Because, as he said, that he had a life which he was content with, but he wasn't fully content with it. So now that he has gotten another chance, he wants to kind of change that. He wants to feed that part of him that never got fed. Now, it's something that I can kind of understand. Like, as he said, that he didn't have a bad life. He had a fulfilled life for the most part, but there was still something missing. And he said that what I was missing was the dessert. Now that I've gotten my chance to live my life again, I'm going to try to fulfill that craving of mine that was never fulfilled. I want to eat my desserts here. And in the end, the way they kind of showed, like, Yuta fighting him, and him, like, they were like showing like a whole, like assortment of desserts, little by little getting consumed, as if Ishigori was consuming it and eating it while fighting. He was getting, little by little, he was getting fulfilled. And that part of him that never got fulfilled, in the end, he was like, you know what, I'm happy with this. That's pretty funny. But anyways, these two have a very, interesting techniques. Uro, what she can do is, as we saw here, she can manipulate the sky, basically. So she can grab the sky like this, use it as a blanket, kind of move it around, use other people's attack, and use that sky blanket to twist it around and kind of move it into another direction, and literally grab the sky and flip it like this, so that the whole place goes, like, as we saw, she literally just overturned a whole parking lot. So it's a very versatile, like, power, I would say. Like, you can literally do anything with air, basically. Like, and she can also, like, make cracks in it, as we see, like, she was doing it. So it's a very interesting technique, I would say. Like, it's like one of the more unique techniques that we have seen. Like, literally using the sky as a blanket is very interesting. And I guess that's why she just roams around naked, because she just uses the sky to cover herself. So yeah, there you go. That's Uro, and she used her attacks very, very cleverly to deal a lot of damage to Yuta. But in the end, Yuta ended up being victorious. And then we had finally Ishigori versus Yuta, where Yuta were okay. So Ishigori's power is also pretty. So he can use like blasts using his pompadour. So it's pretty funny because it's like a gun. Basically, you kind of like shoot it, and then there needs to be like a time when it gets overheated, and you need to cool it down. So basically, like a downtime it has, and to fix it up, he needs to like comb his hair again. And I love the fact that you can regulate the intensity of the blasts by squeezing the pompadour shut, by kind of lessening the surface area, not surface area, the what do you call it, the opening. You can like shoot a more concentrated beam, which we could see like goes completely, like was like the attacks that Yuta were defending, when he concentrated the hole and shoot in a high concentration blast, it penetrated that. And there was also the time when you can see he literally kind of let it go like this, making the pompadour bigger, the hole like bigger, and it covered the whole tunnel. Obviously, the intensity will be like lesser because it has more like area, it covers the more area, but it covered like the whole tunnel part. So, like I said, it's a very interesting way you can control your power, I guess. And I love the fact that when you get overheated, he has to like comb his hair again. you know, right? So the episode begins with Yuta obviously defeating Dhruv, and he said how he doesn't want people like these to stay here because if they somehow go out, it'll be troublesome. So he's like, I'm just going to kill like these type of people who will be a threat later on. And he needs like 400 points to change a few, like add a few rules and make sure everything goes well. So his first encounter is with the cockroach. That battle happened for a while. The cockroach obviously was more, very tenacious, but Yuta took it out. As we get to know later on, it wasn't gone completely, it came back again. But before that, we come across Uro. So Uro comes in, starts accusing him, and tells him, like, oh, you're from the Fujiwara clan, like you people are all like, like this and that. Where's that part? In the beginning, she was like, I don't understand. He kind of pisses me off. And then he was like, wait a minute, are you from the Fujiwara clan? Like, and she's like, that's why he's pissing me off. Are you one of the Fujiwara? What would anyone from your bloodline understand? Uh, okay, so, and then Ishigori starts attacking with his Pompadour homing missiles. And then he talks about how he never got his desserts and he wants that now. Then the battle continues a little while. We keep fighting Ishigori. Then Uro also joins in. Right, and then finally Yuta uses the ring and makes Rika manifest, and then he's like, now he can use like his powers for like 5 minutes, like full throttle, and he then goes crazy. And then obviously a really good section of like back-to-back battles, like Uro using her blankets, the sky blanket, while Ishigori using the moving, like the beam, which he was rotating quickly. And then we get to see that he used Roof's technique. So like Yuta, like he copied it, and we later get to know as well that how he does that is, I guess they didn't really properly, or maybe they did, or I didn't understand, explain it, but I'm assuming it happens when Rika consumes. Like as we saw, Rika consumed part of Uroko's hand, which gave him like Uro's power. Not Uroko. What? Why did I call her Uroko? Uro. Who's Uroko? Wait, what? Is there someone called Uroko? No. Wait a minute. That just a minute. I'm going on a tangent, but I don't know. Either way, I don't know where I came up with that name. So Uro, as we saw, like when Rika consumed Uro's hand, later on he could use Uro's technique. So I guess it's something related to that. He used Roof's technique to take out, like, like injure Uro quite a bit. And then Ishigori comes in. Three of them uses their domain expansion, but bam, in comes Cockroach Man, stopping and destroying the three domains, completely by kind of getting mixed into that. So that fails. And then, right, then we have Ryu and Okotsu take out Uro and the cockroach. And then finally we have the two last people remaining, Ishigori and Yuta. And you can see here, Yuta, as they said, that Yuta was not going to. Okay, here we go. So Yuta planned to charge and unleash his cursed energy before Ishigori reached maximum output. Because obviously that's how you do it to win against this, because as they explained, Ishigori's maximum output was more than Yuta. So all Yuta needed to do is, before he reached his maximum output, take him out. But then he didn't do that, because he looked at Ishigori and he saw that face and he realized that this guy really wants to get his dessert. And his eyes were like, I want fulfillment. There we go. 400 years of longing. Intense gaze full of that hunger. Melted Yuta Kotsusa. Yuta was like, you know what? I was gonna jump you. Fine. Take your time. Reach your maximum output. Then we'll clash, against each other. Because, yeah, like if he reaches a maximum output, his maximum output is more than Yuta. He'd be losing. So the smart thing here to do is take him out before he's able to reach it. But Yuta's like, you know what? I can't say no to those eyes. Like, like he really wants to go all out. He really wants to eat his dessert. And it's like, fine, bro. Like, take your time. And he's like, just this once. Just this once, I'll wait. And yeah. And the battle continues. And then he uses Uro's technique. But at the very last moment, timer goes down. Rika, like the connection severs, and then Yuta and Shigori goes just fist fighting. And as they keep fist fighting, as blood keeps flowing, the deserts one by one starts reducing. So little by little, Ishigori gets content. In the end, he realizes that there was one beam that he shot that Yuta used the blanket sky blanket to kind of redirect somewhere. That was still up, and it came down on top of him, which defeated him at the end. And he's like, you know what, I'm content. Like that was some good dessert. In the end, Yuta spared both Uro and Ishigori, and then he was like, give me your points. And he's like, fine, whatever. Okay, so at the very end, I'm going to look at this section at the very end, because they show what is happening to everyone pretty quickly. Where Udo was like, you will reach your limit first. I've seen it, and then she starts talking about Sukuna. Okay, so now we have this guy. Wait, what's his name? I forgot his name again. The senpai dude. I forgot his name again. The one who Yuji convinced. I completely forgot his name. Anyways, he's there on a Ferris wheel. What is this? With some other person? And then we have this guy, what's his name, Kashimo or something like that. He's obviously taking out someone else. And then who the hell is that? Is that what? Is that supposed to be that girl? That blue haired girl? I have no idea who that is. And then we have uh Tengen and like those, yeah, these two. They were supposed to be like guarding Tengen, so it makes sense that they're Angel or whatever her name is carrying Megumi somewhere. And then we have Kenjaku. And we have Megumi's sister, and who the hell? That's Megumi's sister, right? Yeah. And who the hell is that? I don't know. Okay, so that's what's happening to everyone. And that's where it ended. Right. So there you go, guys. Great season finale. And as a whole, like I said, I think Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 was my most favorite out of all the seasons. I mentioned this before as well, but Jujutsu Kaisen, like, all the seasons have been pretty, I would say average for me. There are obviously good parts and everything. The one part that I really liked was what was it called? The hidden inventory arc, right? The very beginning of season 2. That was the part I liked very much. But everything else, I would say, like every other thing, has been pretty okay-ish to me. However, I will say this though, this season was definitely the best for me. Like, I said this before, but I feel like this season's direction was top notch. I'm not even talking about the animation. The animation has always been consistently good in Jujutsu Kaisen. But there is something about this season's direction, the animation direction, that really pleased me. I absolutely loved the very unique way they did all the animations and every scene which were like animated really well, like which were really like they were directed very well as well. I think, in my opinion. And not only that, I feel like this season, like at least like the plot, the way it went, I don't know, I liked it more. Like I liked it more than all the other seasons that we have seen. Like everything that we have has happened except the hidden inventory arc. Like I said, the hidden inventory arc, I always liked it. It was one of the highlights of Jujutsu Kaisen for me. But everything other than that in Jujutsu Kaisen have been pretty average for me. As an experience. I was never like a really hardcore fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was, like a casual fan of it. And like I liked it, but at the same time, it wasn't really like I really really liked it or anything. It still isn't like that, but I would say though this season definitely made me appreciate Jujutsu Kaisen more than it ever has. Like that's the honest opinion. These 12 episodes have made me appreciate this like show more. And yeah, there you go. That is it. That's what I think about this season. I'm assuming they'll probably come up with part 2. When has it been announced or something? Let me check. I don't think they've announced it, or maybe they have. We'll see. Just a minute. Okay, Jujutsu Kaisen season 3. Nope, there's no announcement. I don't think so. Either way, I'm sure they're just gonna announce it later. But yeah, we'll see. But that was a good season. Like I said, this season definitely made me appreciate Jujutsu Kaisen more than it ever has. I don't know what it was. The story, maybe the direction. Like I said, the direction, then everything. As a whole package, I rate this season higher than any other season. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 12, right? Yeah, 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another anime that will be replacing this anime. I mean, one of the other anime reactions. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.